Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning meditation. My name is Amy Bishop, and I'm happy to be your flight attendant on this little journey we're going to take together. So put your seats in the upright position and just get as comfortable as you can. See if you can start to feel rooted in your place. Let's breathe together. If you feel comfortable doing so, close your eyes. Let's go together. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. The voice of God. The voice of God. You might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. So here we are in the quiet. So let's breathe together and know the truth. The truth of that still, small voice that whispers. As we create our day. We each have a voice, still small voice. Guide us along our way. And we listen to that voice, still small voice. Carry us through our day. It's the voice of God, the voice of God. You can hear the voice of God. Still small voice, still small voice, still small voice. Is it a whisper? Is it a prayer? Is it a guide? Is it a voice? I know that when I hear or feel that voice, it is my highest self. It is the me that trusts. It is the me that wants the highest and best for all. It is the me that wants to look into the eye of each soul I pass and make sure that they've been seen. It is a me that wants the highest good. It is me that knows that this world is a world of peace. It is the me that knows that all it takes for that peace is for each of us to let that still small voice be heard. And I know that there are times when that voice feels like the slightest, tiniest little breeze. Just saying, hey, don't forget the truth. Don't forget that this life is unbound beauty. That this life is peace overflowing. Be in this world, but be who you are within it. You are the face of God. You are the power of love. And who knows what beauty your next breath carries. Who knows? How you can change a life. How you can change a moment. What kind of impact each second of being present has. This small voice says, wake up. This small voice tells me, be here now. There's nowhere else to be. And let the love that you are express. Let the love that you are move like a tidal wave. Let the love that you are surround you. Let it surround all of life. The love that you are takes up way more space than your body does. Who you are can't be contained. So don't dim your light. Don't build a wall around this love. Because you have an everlasting supply. It's an ever renewable resource. So let it pour from you like rain from a cloudy sky. Let it cover you. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. The voice of God, the voice of God, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. So in this space right now, try and feel for what that voice is to you. For me, it feels like this bubble of peace beside my heart, an energy. That's how I physically feel it. When I feel this, I know I'm on the right track. When I feel this little powerful peace, I use that as a guide to know that where I'm headed is where I want to go. So how does it feel to you? If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. The voice of God, the voice of God. You might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. If you listen to yourself in the quietude, you might hear the voice of God. Oh. So as I follow my heart into this day, I'm going to keep checking in for that still small voice. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's a roar. But I know it's always there. And it's up to me to decide it's time to listen. And I love the feeling of knowing that this power is always within me. So I choose in this moment to give my attention to the still small voice. And this gives me great joy. I hope you choose to do the same. So take this time to just feel yourself sitting in your chair. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe listen to this beautiful sultry voice that's been talking to you for the last 15 minutes or so and think, wow, I gotta come back to this room right now just so I can see that beautiful face that goes with that voice. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me. Namaste. It's the cry of a baby. It's the whisper in prayer. It's voices and laughter. It's the wind in the stillness and the spaces between. It's a spark of fire. It's has no end, no beginning. It's receiving and giving. I release, I let go. Divine trust in your shoulder.
Elevation! And I believe that happens to be an original, is it? And is it available at streaming services everywhere?
Why, thank you for asking. It is available on all streaming services.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Give it up again for Elevation. Yeah. And hi, everybody. How are ya? It's so nice to see this room here, and I want to say hi also to our Love Stream people. So everybody here, turn around and wave where it says on air and let the Love Stream people know that we see you, we love you, we acknowledge you. You are part of our community. We are truly a hybrid community, and I think that's lovely. It's the wave of the future. So if you are new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I am the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to the center before, or any centers for spiritual living, a few things you need to know. We are a faith tradition. We don't ever call ourselves a religion. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that with 8 billion people on this planet, there are 8 billion expressions of the divine. And there cannot be just one way that works. Because believe it or not, I'm different than Marjorie. I know it's hard to believe. We're both ministers. We're both lovely women of a certain age, and we are different. So that is that spark, that uniqueness that is between each of us. And that's what we celebrate, and that's who we are. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. So what I would like to ask is if there's anybody who is here for the first time. We don't want to embarrass you. We just want to make eye contact with you and say, welcome, thanks so much for being here. And if we have any new people on the Love Stream, if you want to say hi on the chat, what I can tell you is that I always read all the comments on the chats from the live stream, just because I love to hear from you all as well. So, 2 things I want to tell you. Number 1, I am feeling better. Thank you. I know a lot of people sent me, get well wishes and stuff. It was just a cold, and it just got dug in. That's all I can say. I still feel a little snuffly, but not too bad. And the other thing is, a couple of weeks ago, I did a talk about being curious, and I had alluded to some changes coming in my life. And no, it wasn't getting a cold. And several people, and I also said it wasn't because I was getting married or retiring or moving. But several people were a little concerned, like, what's going on? What do we need to know about this? So I'm at liberty to tell you now, and I alluded to it last week. I have been appointed to be part of the Leadership Council for Centers for Spiritual Living. Yeah, thank you. It's a big job, and I'm excited about it. And when I was saying, I was just waiting for something kind of new to come in, and I knew that this was pending, but I wasn't at liberty to talk about it yet. So I just want to let you know that won't affect anything having to do with us here in Calgary. It's just a little bit higher step of leadership within our organization, and it's kind of exciting. So I just want to let people know about that. Okay, so we're going to start out by singing what we call our Kong song. song. This is one of my favorite ones because we get to dance to it. And you really need to dance to it. So let's stand up and sing. Come on, get the groove on.
I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening me surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
Nice harmonies. Well done. Okay, Miss Elizabeth is here for our fun day. So anybody who wants to go to fun day, preferably ages 4 to 11. If you're older than that, you're in trouble. But go with Miss Elizabeth. Fun. Okay, so we got a few things that are going on right now. The first one is this afternoon. So you may not have been aware, but we've been part of a peace weekend this weekend. So how was the peace walk? Who went on the peace walk? Awesome, and what beautiful weather. So a group of people, both from us and Unity of Calgary, got together and did a walk for peace through downtown and handed out peace rocks and things. Then today, my talk is about peace. And then after service, you can go to Unity of Calgary, which is at the Willow Ridge Community North Hall. And they're going to be showing a movie called Rooted in Peace. I think they're having a luncheon in before, but you needed to have signed up for that. But you can still go to the movie for only $12 and possibly even have conversation afterwards. So we're really embracing this idea of peace. And so that's this afternoon. Starting on Tuesday, there's a new class that I'm going to be teaching. I know we've offered it here before, but I'm going to be teaching it first time, called Visioning a Way of Life. And a lot of us have been taught how to visualize. Visualize is you've got your vision board, you think of yourself, you picture yourself in your ideal job, or all those things. You put your very powerful mind power into it and watch things as they manifest or demonstrate. Visioning is a different process. It's for lack of a better word, it's a more spiritual process because we are going in and tapping in to spirit. Not telling the universe what we want, but tapping in to listen to what the universe has in mind. It's a wonderful class. I'm super excited about it. Starts this Tuesday, runs for 6 weeks. It starts at 6:30 right here at the center. We're also offering it hybrid, so anybody who is wanting to register for hybrid, we're doing that. We're sending out the Zoom codes. And if you registered this week, Lance was on vacation, so you're going to be getting the information either today or tomorrow. So that is starting this Tuesday. I hope to see a lot of you there. Then our ongoing groups. You know, these things kind of got started during the pandemic, and we've kept them going. And they are hybrid. We love our online groups. So Consciousness Seekers, which is going to be going through where's Ron? Which is going to be going through a change and starting you know what, Ron, why don't you just tell them instead of me reading your mind. I know you weren't prepared for this today, but you know, surprise.
Well, it's not a real change. It's just that we're going to change direction of our exploration. So we're going to use Eckhart Tolle's book, The New Earth, just to generate some conversation and some topics. We'll be starting that right after Easter on the 17th. So you've been wanting to come to Monday Night Seekers. This is a good time because we'll be changing this direction. It's going to be a little bit easier, a little bit more involved in the discussion, right? Because we're just going to create an idea and move from that. So please come if you haven't come before. It's meant for you to join in and get started. It's Monday nights at 7 to 8:30. It's all on Zoom, and all of that information is on our website.
Thank you, Ron. And then we've got Coffee with Dr. Pat, that's me, Wednesdays at noon, and our Saging Circle for our wisdom keepers, 55 and above, coming together and sharing wisdom and talking about things that matter. So hopefully everything we talk about matters, but they really share some wonderful ideas. It's a marvelous group. So those are our ongoing groups, and we've taken care of the business part of the service today. So now we're going to go more into the sacred part. And so I'm going to have Amy and Steph to come forward. And I'm going to ask, oh, Amy, you are our practitioner today. That's awesome. Then I'm going to ask the rest of our ministers and practitioners to come forward. Oh, it's nice to see a lot of you here. If you see any of them wearing this scarf, like on Reverend Monica or on Practitioner Valda, any of them, it means that they are here to be of service for you. And if you've never had a spiritual mind treatment, it's a totally cool experience. It's like just an affirming who you are and seeing through all of the story, the BS, the belief systems to the truth. And so ask one of them. They're going to be kind of hanging around the back of the sanctuary. So ask one of them if they will do treatment with you, and just watch as shift happens when you do that. So Amy, if you would, please. Love is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am. Love is, I am. Right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am. It's right here in this moment, right now. I know that there is only one life. Only one life. And that is the life of God, of love, of power.
whatever you want to call it. There's only one. And this life flows through me. This life pours itself into my being. All that I am is this life. Every breath, every beat of my heart is one of the divine. Every breath, every beat. And so knowing this, I know that I am a beacon of peace. That I am a beacon of love. That as I move through this day, I do so with intention. To see and be seen. To love. And to express divine peace. And as this energy flows through me, I know that it moves through all those who come in and out of my orbit, who come in and out of my life. And I am so grateful for this knowing. I am so grateful to feel this peace pulsing through my body, through my energy. And I release it into the law, knowing that it is so immediately, every time. And together we say, and so it is. Love is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. Love is, I am. So let's read together our vision statement. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. And our mission statement, how we get it done. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness.
Thank you. Our consciousness is expanded. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy and Steph. And for you, my beloved ministers and practitioners, thank you for your service. Give them a hand if you would, please. I called them evolution last week, and I just chalked that up to my not feeling well, because I really do know the name of our band, and it is these guys. These guys. Actually, I wonder why I was seeing some of them out there. Okay, I don't know what's about to happen, so we'll all be surprised. Please welcome Amy and Steph.
Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure it's what you really want. 'Cause your mind is made for thinking, and energy follows thought. Your mind is in control when you do not know. And If you let it idle, ain't no telling where it may go. Whenever you are sleeping and dreams take you away, go on with your dream and listen to what they say. If you hear spirit talking, the wisdom can't be bought. Apply it to your thinking, 'cause energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you don't know. And if you let it idle, there's no telling where it may go. Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought. Just be careful what you say.
How fun was that? Wow. And I think that a surprise of that is I would have thought Amy wrote that because it's such new thought words. Tell them who wrote that.
Willie Nelson wrote that.
Willie Nelson wrote that. What do you think? That's pretty cool. Thank you, Steph and Amy. That was fun. I told you. Not harmonica. What are those things called? Accordion to who? You totally. So, would you breathe with me, please? Just take it in and release. And again. And one more time at your own pace. Isn't that lovely? It's so special to me when we breathe together. I also liked it when we ohmed it together a few weeks ago, but we'll do that every once in a while, but I like the breathing part of it too. So my talk today is called Peace Like a River. And I intended it to complement this weekend of peace that we were going through, where we collaborated on the Peace Walk yesterday and the movie that's going on at Unity of Calgary this afternoon. And yet I'm sometimes a little reluctant to talk about peace because I think that maybe sometimes people think that I'm making some sort of a political statement. And yet, since when did peace become political? Isn't peace something that everybody desires deep down inside of themselves? Don't we all want world peace? Don't we all want inner peace, peace of mind, peace on earth? So there really is nothing at all political about the discussion of peace, at least not the way that I view it. But there is something that is deeply spiritual. And so we're going to spend some time looking at the spiritual aspect of peace and making the contemplation of peace be part of our daily spiritual practice. Because what we know is that when we this is pure science of mind, when we embody an idea, when we truly take it into our heart and into our minds, then we tend to experience that out in the world. Yes? Like I said, that's basic science of mind. So that means that the way that we are going to experience peace in our world is to first experience it and embody it within ourselves. Because the truth is, when enough of us embrace the idea of peace, not just give it lip service, not just on Christmas, peace on earth and goodwill to men, but when we truly embody that idea, then the tide is going to change and we will see peace on earth. Can I get an amen to that? Yeah. So there's a very simple but lovely proverb that illustrates what I'm talking about. Where there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. Where there is beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. Where there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. So let me ask you a rhetorical question. I don't really want you to answer it except in your own hearts. What does peace look like? What does it feel like for you? Now, these days, it has to be something more than just an end to war or an end to conflict. That's too limiting a definition of it. I love this by Nehru, who was an Indian prime minister. He said this: peace is not a relationship of nations. It is a condition of mind brought about by a serenity of soul. Peace is not merely the absence of war. It is also a state of mind. Lasting peace can come only to peaceful people. Karen, I'm talking your language, aren't I? Karen, you all may not know, Karen has her master's degree in peace studies, and she's going to be doing a workshop for us in June. So stay tuned for that, yes. So the question is, what fills you with peace? What fills you with peace? For me, it's a purring cat on my lap. Sometimes two of them. And not only can I not move, but I'm peaceful about not being able to move. For some people, a sense of peacefulness comes when they're watching a sleeping child. And some people, it's sitting at the beach, listening to the waves. Some people like to go on a hike for some reason and observe nature. Some people like to be inside with a book and a fire. Some people like to garden. Some people meditate, listen to music. Well, if you listen to all of those, it's very easy to feel at peace when we are away from the hustle and bustle of life, yes? The real test happens when we are fully participating in life and can still find peace. Did you hear me? Because the truth is, none of us lives in a vacuum. We all have jobs and families and friends and traffic and Revenue Canada and holidays and politics, everything. In other words, we live in I'm going to use this in quotation marks, we live in the real world. And the real world is sometimes kind of messy. There's a wonderful teaching story. I can't even remember where I learned it. It's been part of my consciousness for so long. The king of the land has an art contest. And all the artists in the land, and if they win, they're going to win all kinds of money and all kinds of jewels and land and everything. And he wants them to paint a picture of peace. So all the artists do it, and it comes down to 2 pictures. And one of them is that idyllic idea of peace, the perfectly calm lake and the towering mountains and the beautiful sun on it. I mean, it's just one of those ones that we all have in our minds of what that ideal would look like, just perfect peace. And the other one shows a similar lake, during a thunderstorm. And there's lightning, and there's wind, and there's everything going on, and the water is not still, and anything, and there's a bush, and underneath the bush is a mama and her baby birds, and she's covering them. And that's the picture that won. Because as the king said, it is easy to be peaceful here. Is another thing to be peaceful in the real world. So the question is, how do we embody this idea of peace in less than peaceful circumstances? Well, we do it by making peace a priority. Ernest Holmes talked about that, our founder. He said, peace is at the center of your own soul. How then shall you use this great gift which nestles at the very center of your being? You are to use it consciously. You are to speak the word of peace wherever discord appears. And when you do speak the word of peace, let no doubt arise in your thought. You must know that peace stills the tempest. You must know that your peace has all power because it is the peace of God within you. So there's an old-time Christian hymn. We don't do Christian hymns here. I keep telling you there are New Thought versions of it, but I have yet to introduce you to them. But you guys may know this one. Peace is flowing like a river, flowing out through you and me, spreading out into the desert, setting all the captives free. Symbolically, the desert represents our parched minds and our hearts and our souls that are so yearning to feel the comfort of peace and of love. Have you ever been to the desert in the springtime? Here's just something so cool. When the conditions, you know the desert, right? It looks devoid of life any other time. But come the springtime, and there's been enough rain like they've had in California, and the land becomes awash with all of this beauty and all of this color and all of this life. It's so amazing. And what's even more amazing about it is that the rain doesn't bring the flower seeds. The seeds are already there. But they need the water, and they need the sunshine, and they need the warmer temperatures in order to bloom. And the same thing is true for us in our minds. The seeds of beauty and joy and harmony and love and peace, that's already in us. But it takes the right environment, the right nurturing to bring them forth. It takes allowing the river of peace to flow and to hydrate those seeds that allows them. This is another cool thing, is that those wildflower seeds, spirit is so amazing, the universe is so amazing. The wildflower seeds are covered with a no-growth enzyme. So if the conditions are not just right, they don't blossom and grow. But when there's rain and there's wind and they get jostled around, does that sound anything like life? And it knocks off the no-growth enzymes, and then they can take root, and then they start looking like this. So it takes allowing that to let those seeds blossom. So going back to our song, we're not going to sing it again. The captives represents us symbolically. Because sometimes we can feel captive in a world that is too violent, it's too scary, it's too uncertain, it's too chaotic, it's too... And yet the truth is, and you all know this, I'm preaching to the choir here. For every dire online warning, for every time the emergency system in Alberta rings our cell phones 20 times in like 5 minutes, for every scary headline, there is always, always, always more beauty around us. There's more love in the air. There's more purring cats. You can come sit with mine if you want. There's more laughing, beautiful, wonderful children. I love our children. Yes, I do. I love our children. There's more of that life expressing itself. In spite of everything that's going on around us, there is always something greater, more powerful, more life affirming than anything that the finite mind of man can come up with. It is our reliance on that something greater that is setting us free. And today, more than ever, it is essential for us. Today, more than ever, it is essential for us to remember and to choose to fill ourselves with thoughts of peace and peace of mind, to let the peace river flow from the center of our being, hydrating and restoring life to that which has been parched. So I thought that I would take you through a guided visualization about this. You up for that? Steph? So I'm going to ask you not to noodle on the accordion. I would find that a little accordion-like. No, that is not a peaceful sound. It's a cool sound, but it's not a peaceful sound. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you would. And breathe. And I'd like you to picture yourself in a desert. It's the desert of your mind. You can use the picture that I showed earlier. And notice that while you're in the desert, you do see life. There's always life in the desert. There are plants, there are living creatures, even it appears barren. And yet a lot of it does appear barren and dry and brittle. It is longing to be hydrated. And as you observe this desert of your mind, you see a small stream flowing through it. You don't know its origin. You just know that it's always been there. And everything in its wake is alive and colorful. This stream is the stream of peace that has always been within you. Every time you have felt at peace, it has been on the banks of this stream. So go now to the banks of the stream where you feel peaceful and serene. Sit for a moment and enjoy its cool water, its peaceful sounds as it trickles along. As you sit by the stream and you allow it to nurture you, you notice that its banks have expanded and they're covering more of the desert of your mind. And everywhere the life-giving waters touch, there is color and beauty. And you realize that it is your attention to the river, your attention to its peaceful flow, that is causing it to grow. Pretty soon it's reaching out into all the areas of your mind. Everywhere you look, you see life and color and beauty. And you feel so serene, so peaceful, so connected. And now you notice that as your river has grown and hydrated the desert of your mind, it is also bringing life to other areas of the world. You realize that yours is just one of billions of rivers of peace that are all flowing and bringing life. You go to the top of the mountain and you see that all these rivers are coming from the same source. And you watch in wonder as these rivers are also expanding and hydrating the desert. Everywhere a river of peace has touched, there is color, there's verdant and abundant life. And soon everywhere you look is alive and flourishing. And all the parched soil has come alive. And you know in your heart of hearts that peace has come. And when you're ready, begin to come back to the room, back to this moment. And when you feel comfortable, open your eyes. Do you feel it? I feel it. For many, many years, New Thought centers throughout the world ended their weekly service by singing the song, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me." So we're not going to sing it, but we are going to affirm it. So let's say this together. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And so it is. You know, I got to tell you, there are four littles back there in the family room. I love that. I love you. Please welcome Elevation.
Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. Peace that was meant to be. Love has the power. Family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yeah. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yeah. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Love has the power. United all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yeah. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yeah. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So great. Woo, that was fun. Thank you. That was Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, Lisa Jacobs. Elevation, full strength. When I texted Amy earlier this week and asked her if she would sing that song, because I knew that's how I wanted to end the talk, I didn't want it to be like we did it for years and years and years in the olden days. I said, do it Amy style. What do you think? She did it Amy style. Calypso style, reggae style. I love it. Yeah? Yeah? Cool. All right. How you feeling? Good? Let there be peace on earth. Okay, we're going to try that again. Let there be peace on earth. Okay, that was pretty good. That was a little Catholic, but you know. And peace be with you. Oh, golly. Maybe I need to take to my bed again after this. All right. Now is the time that I get to talk to you about how you can support the center. I want to thank everybody who is a regular supporter of us. If you're on our Conscious Commitment program or anything, this way we know we've got the resources that we can count on, and that's so wonderful. If you are online, there are a bunch of different ways. It should be on the screen in front of you of how you can financially support the center. Always, your support includes your prayers, your good thoughts, your participation, your talking about it. You know, the other thing I want to ask you all about, just because it's coming to me, you know, when you come on, like on Facebook and stuff, and you can check in with the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. So the people in your community, the people on your Facebook and Instagram and everything know what you're doing on Sunday mornings, unless that'll get you in trouble. But if it won't get you in trouble, then check in and let people know that. That would be really, really awesome. So there are lots of ways to support us. So if you are here, we're going to do our collection, a virtual collection for online people, if you want to go ahead and do that. And so let's take our tithes, our gifts, our offerings, our donations. Hi, baby girl. And let's hold it to our hearts. And let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is, and so it is. All righty, and I thank love for everything. Come up here. Let's go ahead and have a seat, and let's bring in the kids again. Gail, can you let them know? Thanks, hon. Hello, Miss Elizabeth.
Hi, so today we read a book called Have You Filled Your Bucket Today? And we talked about how good feelings kind of can fill your bucket and how sometimes you can be a bucket dipper and take out of other people's buckets by not maybe saying nice things or doing good deeds. And then we talked about that a little bit and had some really good discussion and ideas come up that way. And then we made our own little buckets to remind ourselves that we all carry a little invisible bucket of our feelings and things.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you. And Frankie and Eli and sweetheart, what's your name? Georgia? Hi, thank you for being here today. I love that we have a room full of, I'm going to call it a room full of kids, right? It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Give some thanks up there to Jason and Joey, who is up there doing our love stream. Thank you so much, and thank you to all of our volunteers who do the Sunday service. So the people who greet, the people who jump in and do the collection, our coffee makers, our people who help, our greeters, people who help out in all these different ways. Give them a hand as well. We get all the fun, but you know what? It takes a village to run a spiritual center. All right, so let's stand up. We're going to do our closing blessing. So start to rub your hands together. Amy, what was the lyric in that Willie Nelson song about energy?
Energy follows thought.
Energy follows thought. Okay, so let's be thinking those peace thoughts, right? There are a couple places in the world that are really needing them right now. So let's send that out, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh.
I got the power, and I love with all my might. I got the power, and I bring it on the light. I got the power, and all I've got to do is be. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful. I got the power, and I get stronger every day. Power, and it's in everything I say. I got the power, it's mighty as a sequoia tree. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful. You see that I can see through the sky on Phoenix waiting. From the ashes I will fly. I cannot separate myself from the beauty that I see. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful. Power, and I see you got it too. I got the power. Oh, it's in everything I do. I got the power, shining on all humanity. Yeah. Oh, powerful. You see that keep it inside. I got the power, power. And my life's a crazy ride. I got the power, power, full of possibilities. I got power. Oh, powerful, 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 powerful. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Oh yeah, welcome back, Lisa.